man. Follow my boy, Stay Ready Boxer. He's the best. Let's go, champ.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
Hey, you ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? And that was powerful. Like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
What up, world? What up, fight family? It's your boy Mac from StayReadyBoxingTV coming at you with some news you can use and another episode of Ringside Views. And I got a close friend of mine here with us today, Coach Evin Tobler. What's up with it, Coach?
What's good, man? What's good? Thanks for having me on, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming through. I know it's been a long time coming, but it was going to happen. It was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. You know
Man.
how we do, man.
I already know. Hey, what you got going on, Coach?
Man, it's a big week, man. It's a big week. It's been big. It's been big over here, bro.
Yeah.
We had a week and a half ago, we had Kenny Sims do his thing out there in Vegas. Like we said, we talked about that months and months ago back about him preparing for this fight.
Yep.
And, you know, he came through. Ruger been doing his thing. I mean, Hannah Gabriel been doing her thing. And, you know, this week, Hurd is about to do his thing. I mean, who else we got on we got coming up? Quentin Randall, Chris Edwards, the Rojas brothers, Manny, and Freddie Roth. Man, we got Issa Marie. Man, we got a lot of good things happening over here.
You got I see you got and Edgar getting ready to fight too.
Who's that?
Edgar.
Who?
Edgar.
Oh, Edgar.
Yeah, Edgar getting ready to fight too.
Thing, man.
He trying to make that comeback. My co-host entered the building 503. What's up with it?
What's going on with it, big bro? Salute to Coach Evans, man. How you doing today?
What's going on, bro? What's going on? Thank you guys for having me on the
everybody
show.
that's here, shout out to Kevin. For everybody that don't know, that this is Coach Evin Tobler. He's a strength and conditioning coach out here out of Houston, Texas. And he don't just do boxing, but that boxing is his game though. He got a lot of your famous fighters out here that he's working with. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we were just talking. You was basically calling out everybody got to fight, but I don't think they understand that you deal with Jared Hurd, Chris Edwards, Quentin Randall, Ray Allen, Issa Marie. You have Ruger, man. The Rojas brothers, Hannah Gabriel.
Rojas brothers, yeah.
And,
got a young girl, Miranda. Miranda's coming up too. Man, they're killing them, man. These kids. I worked with Keyshawn. I did work with Keyshawn Davis for a minute. Before he did his thing, I worked with man. It's the list of kids, man. That I'm coming through, man. I'm in my passion, man. And God's gonna send those kids here that need to be here. So I'm just doing my thing, man. It's kind of in the shadows, but you can't hide the good, baby. It's coming. You can't keep me in the back for long. It's coming.
So you done work with a lot of great fighters. You know what I'm saying? And so let me ask you, what got you in the boxing part of the strength and conditioning game?
Man, I've always loved the sport, and I was actually Juan Diaz's bodyguard for back in the day, and even back then, I was making food for guys like Kermit Cintron, Ronnie Shields, one of the guys, all these fighters. What's the kid name? Remember Edwin Rodriguez?
I remember Edwin.
We used to do his food, but I'm a track and field guy. I jumped over 27 feet in the long jump. I'm not just some strength. I mean, I've lived it as an athlete and a professional, but boxing has always intrigued me because I still think boxing is behind in certain things. And when I took a look at the sport a long time ago, I figured I could bring something to the game. But I'm gonna tell you who trusted me was Jay John. He used to be Regis' old manager. Jay let me work with Regis from day one. And man, I gotta give big shout out to Jay because he trusted my work, man. He trusted my work. Pablo Cruz, one of those kids I worked with back in the day. Pablo, Craig Kraken Callahan. Remember Craig Callahan?
I remember Craig. I like Pablo too.
I work with all them dudes, man. But everybody's not for you at this. They hang and they don't. Well, it's to me, it's to me. But Jay gave me my first start with Regis, man. And we from day one we've been moving forward, man, to world champions and world titles.
Yeah, I see. Because you right here, you pushing that pendulum forward, you pushing that line, and I see what you're doing. I'm actually out there witnessing some of the stuff that you do, and every fighter tell me you gonna push them to the extreme limit. So
well, I when I say limit, because guess what? If you're not training if you don't have the intensity, the way the fight's going to turn out, it's going to be a problem. So I constantly try to find ways around the basic things to give these athletes that same feeling that they're having in the ring physically and also mentally,
you
because
having a little
it's
audio.
a game.
It sounds like I don't know. It's an
It's a
audio
mental
issue.
game. Oh, man, I didn't move my phone. Is that better?
That's better. It sounded like
No,
when you was talking, it was getting real staticky.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying,
You,
what I try to do is give these fighters a feel what they're going to get in the ring, mentally and physically. I work at that mind, because if I can get a fighter in a position where he's physically exhausted and I can get him to go again, that mind is going to be strong. So, it's a balance, man.
I'm trying to see. Hey, coach, go out and come right back in and see if that helps.
Okay. How do I go out in this time?
Exit. like you for the close out. Yeah, because I don't know. It's real. 503, you hear it?
Yeah. I'm clear.
Yeah, you clear. What's up with the Cletus?
Okay.
What's up, Tay? What's up with the
I didn't want to make sure it wasn't me.
Yeah, you clear. It was someone on his end because I was going on mute and I looked and you was on mute. Yeah. So he's coming back in. Y'all just give him a chance. I just got to make sure the audio is good. We don't want to have no bad interview.
Right.
Because of audio issues.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in next Monday too. I'm gonna have Steven So Cold Nelson on here next Monday. All right, Coach, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, that's clear as a motherfucker. Oh yeah, we good now.
Oh yeah, we cool money now. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Coach.
Now, what was you saying about that mental aspect, and you working with them?
Well, yeah, I put him in all kinds of situations physically. I may have a kid, I don't know, carry a 25-pound dummy until his leg's about to fall off. And then I make him punch. And then I make him, if he can. So the physical dominates if you can't control it mentally. So and when you get hit in the ring, that's all mental. But the physical has to be together so you can go, make it through that little storm. So, I love it, man. The challenges are different with different athletes. Every athlete can't be pushed the same. So each athlete has their own way of being pushed. And I find those buttons and I push them.
503.
Yeah. What got you into being like an athlete? Well, did you like run track back in the day, or play
Yeah,
football?
I did both. I did track, football, but I didn't play college ball, but I ran track in college. I went to college in Puerto Rico, so I was collegiate champion. Um, I was top 15 in the world, long jump. Um, I've gone to Olympic trials, never made a U.S. Olympic team, but I've jumped over 27 feet, run 10, 20, and 100 meters. I mean, I've done a lot of athletic at the highest level I could possibly go to, besides making an Olympic team or getting a medal. Um, that was my job for a long time as a professional athlete. I came here to Houston back in '96 to try to make the U.S. Olympic team. That didn't happen. I fell in love with the city, started coaching track and working with athletes. All sports I did, man. Any sport you name, I've done it. So this
Okay.
conditioning for boxing is a piece of cake for me.
Right,
But
right,
I was an
right.
athlete. I was a top athlete.
Have you ever like coached been like at a school with you work with kids before?
Oh yeah, I worked at Second Baptist High School. I was actually the
Okay.
first head coach in the school's history, African American head coach. Broke all kinds of private school state records. Won a ton of middle school championships in track. I mean, over 30 championships. I mean, the list go on and on and on. And also had a chance to play professional football because I was training at Clemson University for track. Ran the 40, ran 4.3. They asked me to come to camp. I thought it was BSing around. 2 months later, I'm in Denver Broncos camp. I left track and field to go play football, came back to track and field, and then, the rest is, I'm in it. Shannon Larkin with John Elway, Shannon Sharp. Oh, man, it was crazy. The
What
three
position
amigos
did they
back
have
then.
you play?
I played safety, man.
Oh, okay,
Steve
okay.
Atwater, baby. They had me at
Look
corner
at
first, and they moved me to safety. I was 100,
oh,
185 pounds, 190 pounds back then.
oh
When I
yeah.
got when I was retired from track and field, I started bodybuilding, man, for fun, and I picked up all this muscle. I posted a picture today my old long jump picture.
Yeah, I saw that. I seen you
Yeah,
up there looking.
that was in Madison Square Garden, man. U.S. Championships. Perfect angles off the board. I love this picture. That's the only picture I got. My daughter has all my
Man,
clippings, all that stuff from back in the day.
man, you,
She's a grown woman now.
you ought to get her to get some of them so you can post some of them for you.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
She's stuck on my stuff, man. She keeping all that mess.
yeah, yeah. Was she ever in the track and field like you were?
Man, my daughter was in a concert choir, man. I mean, you want your kids to do stuff, but she didn't do track. She didn't do no sports. She was a singer.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, God put her talent
I
somewhere
was
else.
like, oh no, I don't like this shit, but it is what it is.
They put her talent somewhere else. So they gave her
Yeah,
the
yeah,
voice
yeah,
instead of the legs. They gave her the voice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They gave her.
So she about to have a kid now. So who knows?
Yeah, Grandpa Evans. You know what I'm
We gonna
saying?
see, man. We gonna see. We gonna see.
So tell me, now you got a big weekend coming up, man.
Yeah.
With Jerry Hurd. Now, how you been in camp with him? Then he went out there with Coach K and them to go into a full camp. But
Mhm.
I don't know if everybody knows, but uh, Jerry Hurd was over 200 pounds before he got with you.
I got heard back in July last year. Him and Kenny. We've been working.
Yeah, and you
We've
got
been
him
working.
back in game shape like he wasn't nothing.
Yes, sir. He was it's easy to work with kids that are willing. The work is different. But we constantly are steady, we steady moved up, swimming and running and jumping. And here we are, man. He about to do what he's supposed to do. Put himself back in position to get them belts, baby. We want all the belts at 54. Whoever got them, we want them. That's all I'm saying. We want them belts.
Well, you got to come see Mr. Lines Only, man.
Hey, man,
Jamel
we
Charlo.
want them straps, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Straps. We want them
Okay.
straps. So I don't know
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
I want to ask. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coach.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was gonna ask you a question before you start popping your stuff, man. I want to ask you this, and you can go back to what you were saying about her.
Okay.
What is your goal as a strength and conditioning coach for boxing? Because we talked to strength and conditioning coach Blu-ray for Earl Spence Jr. and he say his goal is to make Earl stronger as the fight goes on. What is Coach Evan's goal for his fighters?
Well, and that kid is I don't know who he is, but I've been hearing about him. My goal is each fighter has a different a skill, a different. When I want to say weakness, they have something they need to work on. And my goal on a more basic level, I want my fighters to be able to punch like they punch in round 1 and round 12. So my goal is to make sure that they can stay. If you watch Kenny Simmons fight, a perfect example of what I would like to see in my fighters. Jerry Hurd punched like a damn heavyweight. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
We get hurt punching like a heavyweight every single round. Ain't nobody gonna deal with it. Nobody. So my goal is to maintain and to go up as the fight progresses and goes forward. I would think that would be everyone's goal, is to make sure that their fighters, they don't get tired, that they continue that intensity throughout the fight. Because when you get tired in the fight, it's over. It's over. The athlete that has that drive in the fight and continues to go on, he'll win all the time. And I say this: give me a fighter that has a high-ass work ethic with a little bit of talent, I'll make his ass a world champion. Physically, because guess what? Everybody can fight. It's the man that lasts the longest who's going to win the fight. That's what I believe. That's what I've been seeing. Look at Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder attacks Tyson Fury every single round, all 3 minutes, he'll win the fight. So let's see if that happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I got a follow-up question. Because you brought something to my attention with Kenneth Sims. I never seen Kenneth Sims fight the way he fought. When he fought Elvis Rodriguez, it seemed like he wanted to walk down Rodriguez and punch harder. Did you push him to his limitations in camp when y'all was working together?
Without a freaking doubt.
Hey, 503, your audio is kind of.
But let me tell you something. Kenny Sims, I had Kenny Sims doing some stuff he'd never done before. And he would look at me sideways. But I told him, I said, I promise you, you'll be stronger than this kid. You'll outlast this kid. And in the fight, when Kenny heard that kid after round 4, he started walking that kid down because that kid got tired. And if you look at the fight, look at Rodriguez's corner, how he's breathing heavy in the corner. The fight was over. And that's when Kenny stepped on the gas. So, yeah, I pushed him. I pushed him for a long time. We had some swimming sessions that are out of this world.
And that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, man. Did it?
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm hearing a lot of feedback. It was from 503. Yeah, hold on.
Am I clear now, bro?
You clear, but I'm hearing some feedback somewhere. I don't know where I'm getting it from.
Okay. I'm gonna go on mute.
Say something, Coach.
Uh-huh.
I can hear you, but I don't know. It's I don't know what
Can you
it
hear
is.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's hey, hold on real quick. Let me try something.
No.
Okay, it's Coach. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to see what was going on. Okay, it's straight, but then I hear it again. But man, we gonna fight through it. Fuck it. I can hear y'all. Man. But yeah, seeing the way you had Kenneth Seals working, man, and I told everybody Kenneth was gonna win. I rooted for Kenneth. He told me he was gonna pull it off the way he told me he was gonna do in that fight. I expected him to go in there and do exactly what he did. He told me it was easy work.
Mm-hmm.
And
People
then comes
forget
that
that Ken Sims is got a hell of a pedigree. His amateur career was unbelievable. So guess what? A lot of times, a fighter like Kenny Sims, they get caught up in a little fix, you know. And I think the timing is right. The coaching is right. You know, everything clicked for the kid, and you get a kid like that, and we still got work to do. Kenny still has a great upside in his strength level. I want to make him strong as hell. I believe he will have one of those belts at 140. I truly believe that. Because he
I
can
think
box.
so.
And when you get a box who can punch, it's a problem.
Yeah, because it ain't that he got knockout power, but he made Elvis respect every punch he threw.
Yeah.
What is one
It's
of
a brilliant fight.
what is one of the workouts you think is a strong suit that you implement? I know I'm not. I don't want you to tell me the secret sauce. But what is something that you do that you think is different that really affects every one of your fighters when that you have out there working?
I do everything different than anybody in the game. When it comes to the swimming, I got a method to that. I just added on to my arsenal Olympic level swimmer who actually is my girlfriend to the list. So I used to give fighters who couldn't swim, I throw the guys some words and make it the best way you can. But now she takes care of them. The training for that alone is hard as hell. When they come over to me, it's a whole new level. So the swimming, I have the swimming, and I have a thing with the heavy ball, the med ball, the rope. Man, it's so much, man, so much. In my mind, I think of time, and I think of intensity. I think of recovery. I think of muscle endurance, and then I think of as a boxer, what makes up a boxer? What type of training and what type of athletes that you could put together to represent the type of conditioning a boxer could be in? Track and field, wrestling, gymnastics, and I want to say water polo. Each one of those sports require the whole body to be intensified for a certain amount of time. Most of if you're a championship fighter, you're fighting for, in my mind, 36 minutes. My goal is to get you to fight for 50 minutes. To get you doing something for 50 minutes at the highest level. Not all the time, but there's levels that we have to go to. So if I had to pick one thing, I would say the way we do the swimming. All the stuff that we do is swimming in the pool.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a follow-up question right quick. Stay ready. I want to ask you this, Coach. I gotta ask you this, man. You made Regis Prograis swim in the lake, man. Why did you throw Regis in the lake like that? What was that about?
Well, let me help you with that. Regis Prograis is a different animal. Regis Prograis came to me and said, "Coach, I want to swim in the lake." I said, "You're crazy as hell." But I know I'm dealing with a crazy guy. So I said, let's go. I said, but you're going to do my workouts, my technical things, my things that I want you to do in that lane. And he said, come on. And we did it. And you already know the rest. Regis is a different animal. There's not a guy, there's not many athletes with the mentality, the fortitude that this kid has. He's from day one. I can't tell you in the last 6 years that he missed one training session. That's saying a lot about an athlete.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It says a whole lot.
About one session. And I'm talking about at the top level. And he'll tell you, I've learned a lot working with Regis, we learn from each other. You know, as we got, you know, years have gone by, I had to modify some things so the training could still stay the same way. And it's hard sometimes as a coach, you know, you don't listen to your athletes. But I'm learning to listen to my athletes. What I believe works may not feel good to the athlete. You know? So yeah, I'm an adjustable, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my way through the way. You may come and say, Coach, well, I want to do 20. All right, well, give me 17. You know. But yeah, man, he different, man. He different.
So he the only it's safe to say he the only guy that you that wanted to go in the lake and swim.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say Jared wanted to get in the lake too. Herb wanted to get in there. We just never connect the time.
You couldn't get Q ass in that motherfucker?
I you know what? That's a good question. But you know, I think he would do it. I think I train a bunch of athletes, man, that they will look at me like I'm crazy, but they'll try it because we have so much success with the things that we're doing that no one else is doing. There's some things that I would do, man. People think I'm out of my damn mind. But, you know, we got world champions on this side of the world and still building. So, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more question and I'm gonna let you have it. Stay ready. I see Jared Hurd and Q and Troy Isley, they in Colorado Springs and they doing hot yoga. What's your thoughts on that, man?
You know, I'm one of those old-fashioned guys, but I'm also a guy who understands the body as well. Now, I think yoga is a very good exercise for athletes, especially athletes. You just take a Troy Isley, he's very muscular. Yoga will help a guy like him. Relax, learn how to relax, learn how to breathe. Under stressful situations, yoga is not, it may look easy, but it's not an easy thing to do. I've done yoga. I need to go back and do it again. So I would recommend doing yoga, but not during the training camp time. Let's say we train Monday through Friday. I would say do yoga on a Sunday. It's not a part of the program during the week, but at the end of the week, when you've done all the work, you know, you could do yoga, kind of de-stress the body. Kind of like doing an ice bath, but a little more intensified because it is a workout.
So is it kind of like, you know how? So I'll go work out, and then like maybe on a Saturday I'll go out to stretch zone to get my muscles stretched and all the shit that I done went through throughout the week and kind of release that lactic acid out of my muscles. Is it kind of the same thing?
No, yoga may be way more better than that. I promise you.
Okay.
And it'll teach you some things about your body too.
Okay.
Oh, off the subject. I forgot to mention one more fighter. The Nigerian pit bull. The cruiserweight world champion to beat. You know who he is.
Yeah, F.A. Tobler poaching.
F.A. Tobler poaching. Yes, sir.
Hey man.
Yeah.
That dude is a monster. I got my hands on that one too. And ain't nobody gonna beat him. Anyway, back to yoga. Tobler, shout out to you, big boy. Hey, that kid's so disciplined, man. Man, I'm blessed, man. I can't ask nothing else more. But another 5 world championships. That's what I want.
Hey, I just got.
Let's not forget my Hannah.
Hey, well, matter of fact, that was actually where I'm going with my next question. But before I do,
Okay.
shout out to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. We just did an interview with Jeremy Hill, and I mentioned you with Jeremy,
Yeah.
and Jeremy said you a monster,
Mm-hmm.
and he got to get back down here to work with you.
I love that kid, man. I love that kid. Talented, long, 135-pounder. You know, he has a great strength and conditioning coach, Coach Toby. But we bounce off each other. Anytime Jeremy's here in the city, I'll take care of him. But yeah, he got a good coach. But we, you know, when you hear it, he trusts me to work with this kid. But that's when I can get my hands on him. Oh, I love that kid. He's another hard worker. Great upside and strength. You know, all that stuff. Good kid.
So already now let's get to Hannah Gabriel though, because you know we had this conversation, but before you told me how much you make her hit a heavy bag for how long? Straight, non-stop.
37 minutes. You tell Clarissa Shields that the fight is going to happen. And I'm telling you right now on this show that Hannah Gabriel is going to knock Clarissa Shields out. You heard it
Y'all
from me.
hear it. Y'all hear it. Y'all heard it from a strength and conditioning coach.
That's all Hannah needed.
Are we gonna get that fight though, coach?
Oh, we're going to get it. Because right now, Hannah went up 170, 175 and got 2 belts at 175. Clarissa going to have to fight her. Ask Clarissa why she going to fight Hannah. Hannah's the only woman in female boxing to put Clarissa on her ass. And the fight went 10 rounds. Let's be real about the situation here. Hannah has more power, but guess what? She's going to have more power over 10 rounds the next time. The fight went 10 rounds. Okay? And Clarissa and Hannah got tired. And everybody talk how great Clarissa Shields is. She ain't called out Ann Wolf. How about that? Now, if she got so much power, why she only got 2 knockouts? Explain that. 2 knockouts. She ain't knocking Hannah out. And you see what happens when she get hit with the real punch. She got put on her ass. It's going to be worse next time. I promise you. I promise you. Hannah Gabriel was the best female boxer in the world.
I want to see that. I ain't gonna lie. I love to see a rematch. I'd love to see the rematch. I think it'll be a hell of a rematch because it's a storyline behind it.
Wants to see it. The world wants to see Hannah Gabriel and Clarissa Shields. They want to see the fight. But Clarissa wants to go to MMA.
How is it working?
And listen, I wish her the best. Bro, she's a boxer. She's a boxer. Don't run from the real stuff, baby. Come on back over here and get that fight with Hannah Gabriel. Make that money and give up the belts. Because that's going to happen.
How is it working with him?
Oh man, it's wonderful, bro. Listen, and guess what? I trained Hannah for like 6-7 months, maybe longer. FaceTime. I met her a couple months ago for the first time in Costa Rica at a fight. Then I went back down. I'm supposed to go back down and train her for this next fight. They haven't given her a date, but we're thinking about August. So I'll be there for a full camp with her, unless they give Reese's another fight before then or after then. But we're gonna get a full training camp, and you're gonna see the Hannah Gabriel that we are creating as a team. It's fun, man. She does everything I ask her to do, man. Everything. She's like Regis. She's like her. I'm blessed to have athletes that may question what I'm doing when I ask them to do it because it's something they've never done before. But they do it. They do it. And she falls in line with those top guys and girls, that work. Easton Marie works. Miranda works. They work like dogs, man.
You got Jenny Futch over there as well.
Huh?
You got Jenny over there as well. We forgot to mention Jenny.
That's right. Gold medal contender. I've been training Jenny for 8 years now. She's gonna win. She's gonna win one of the medals. I want gold. One of the medals coming back to Houston and Kima. She's another monster. Another monster. Man, I hope
You got to.
but there's a lot of athletes, man. A lot of gritty, grinding, hard working, blue collar type working boxers I'm dealing with. You know?
And we haven't even got to the track stars yet.
Say that again.
We haven't even got to the track stars you got working with right now. And you got bodybuilders and Gabby.
I got one track star. Jenny ran track too, but I got one track star now, man. She I think she jumped last week. She didn't tell me she jumped, but she snuck into a competition. She don't know I know. I can feel it's not a big world. I get a call from a coach. Say, hey, coach, the girl, I ain't jumping. I said, oh, really? I'm waiting for her to call me. Yeah. I heard she did pretty good.
Good deal. Did she place?
Ivy has a lot of talent, man. She's talented.
Yeah.
And listen, I love the long jump. I love the long jump. So I can coach her. I told her she jumped 19 feet. I can get her to 22 feet. Easy. But, you know, it's a process. We only got a couple weeks, maybe a month and a half before the trials come around for her. And Jenny in Colorado, I think, now preparing for the Olympics. So we ready, man. We got a full team over here. You know, we got boxing coaches, we got swimming instructors. I mean, I can't ask for more, man. Just it's time for the world to know the best in the game.
In a minute, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to have a whole team together.
Huh?
I say in a minute, you're gonna have to put a team together.
Oh, it's coming. We got a team. We got a bad team. Oh yeah.
503.
I'm trying to get you on that pool, man.
Oh, I'm already there. You know what I'm saying? You guys, you know, Stay Ready is his own entity, but at the same time, Stay Ready right there with you, man. We've been rocking for a minute.
I see you doing your thing.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I still got a long way to go, but you know, I'm gonna be right there with you.
That's good, man. I love
sir.
I love everything about it.
Me too. 503.
Yeah, I want to ask you, who are some of your favorite fighters right now that you don't train in the game? Or you possibly think that you could elevate their game? You know what I'm saying? What are some of the fighters that you watch?
It's a good question. I like Wilder. I love Anthony Joshua. I like Tyson Fury. I like Earl Spence every once in a while. I'm just joking. Man, who else? Female. I don't know too many other fighters. Like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua kind of stands out in my mind, other than the guys that I already trained. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
Why AJ stand out to you?
I've met a lot of athletes in my lifetime. Also, I forgot Eric Molina, big heavyweight. I was with Eric Molina last year in Saudi Arabia for the heavyweight fight. We fought. We had the first television fight, which we didn't win the fight, but it was a decent fight for Eric. But during that time, I met Anthony Joshua. I met him. I met his whole family. And it's where the energy that people give to you, his energy was so good, so high, and so humble to be a champion. I mean, every time he speaks positive things, even in times of loss. As an athlete, you don't see athletes with that type of athletic balance, you know, and he has it. He stands out. Also, I can't. Tyson Fury, the ultimate mental destroyer, because not only is boxing physical, it's a mental warfare as well. If a fighter can take you out of your game mentally, it's over with. Tyson Fury is a monster at doing that. So those two are my two favorite guys right now: Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Outside of the guys that I train.
I got to swing back around to something though. But we was talking about Jared Hurd going after all them belts. Do you really think? I gotta ask you. Do you really think that he can beat Jermell Charlo?
I think he can beat Jermell Charlo.
What do you think what do you think the difference in him now fighting Jermell Charlo versus before he fought J-Rock? What's the difference in his mentality, which is gonna help him in this next fight?
The difference is that Jared Hurd is going to have the confidence to throw punches hard as he can, as long as he can, and understand that I held the bag for guys like Regis Prograis, guys like Eric Molina, and I held the bag for Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd hits like a fucking heavyweight. So we get Jared Hurd hitting like a heavyweight for 50 minutes against the Jermell Charlo, it's a wrap. People may think different. People may think I'm crazy. And he could box. And he's a bully in the ring. He's not going backwards. Charlo won't be able to push Hurd backwards. Can you see Charlo going backwards? People can't see it either, but that's how the fight's going to end up. So that's the difference in the fight. Who's going to be able to take the heavy punches? Can Charlo take a punch from Hurd?
But see, that's what I was gonna say. Can Hurd take one of Charlo punches? Because we know he don't hit light.
Bro, we gonna find out. I believe in that fight. That the fighter that's able to punch the longest and the hardest and more precise. Now, I don't deal with the boxing. I'm not no boxing technician. None of that. My goal was to make sure when the boxing coach tell a fighter, I need 100 punches around, he better be able to do it, because that's my job. Now, whatever fight strategy that Coach K and those guys have for Jared, I don't know. But when they call on him to do those things, I bet you 200% he'll be ready to do it. So I believe the fight's going to boil down to who really wants it the most between those two. Because I can't take nothing away from Charlo. He's a monster, and the world knows he's a monster. So you got two monsters colliding, and I gotta stay on my monster side, But it's a hell of a fight. I think the public and the world wants to see Jared Hurd and the Jermell Charlo. They want to see a Canelo and any one of the Charlos. We just in the mix, man. And I'm gonna always stick with my guys.
I know. So, you're not supposed to go anywhere. You're not supposed to go outside of that. That's why. But I just had to ask you your thought. One thing. Do you think in that fight you get another fight kind of like the Erzolan De Lara Hurd fight?
You know what? I see that fight, but what I don't see. I'm glad you brought Lara up. You do you understand? It's hard as hell to fight Lara. He's the most slickest fighter, and he can punch. You see what Jared did to him, right? So, but I don't see Charlo moving as swift as Eris Lerulanda. So that means he'll be a little more stationary and a lot more easy to hit for Jared Hurd. I mean, wouldn't you agree? Come on.
I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree, but they all came up together. The Charlos came up under Lara, so they learned a lot from it. So a lot of times it ain't always about being stationary. Sometimes it can be in the right position to move, to make subtle movements and putting together the right punches.
Right.
And I've seen that from Jamel, but I've also seen that from Jared Hurd. That's why I say I think it's just gonna be a one hell of a chess match with them
Oh,
two.
it's gonna be a chess match. It's gonna be a fight.
Because both of them can take a goddamn punch.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Well,
I don't.
I mean, let's talk punch. Who punched Charlo?
Yeah, Jason Rosario punched Charlo. We know Jason Rosario can hit.
Rosario didn't get no punches on Charlo.
I didn't say he hit him a couple times in them earlier rounds. He hit him. But you just said that's from no subtle movements. He's not allowing him to hit him flush. Tony Harrison hit him flush, and Tony Harrison got power.
Tony Harrison got popped?
Yeah, Tony Harrison got popped.
So
Erickson Lubin to get a chance to.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. The same punches that Harrison hit Charlo with, he can't take those from Jared Hurd.
I didn't say he could or he was, but I'm just saying.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I haven't seen Mel hit the canvas either.
No, because I don't think he's been punched.
Austin Trout touched him. But Austin Trout touched Hurd too.
Yeah, but what happened to Austin Trout with Jared Hurd?
They both hit the canvas. J-Rock, Jamel dropped Hurd too. Damn, slid him through the ropes.
No, Hurd didn't.
I mean, Jamel dropped Austin Trout. Damn, near knocked him through the ropes.
I was at the fight
when Jamel fought Austin Trout.
I was in LA for the fight.
Yeah, you remember?
It wasn't a flush. It wasn't one of those punches. I thought he slipped.
It wasn't flush, but he did. He dropped it.
He couldn't hit it.
You know,
he couldn't hit it. He couldn't hit it.
It was a good fight. I just rewatched that fight again a couple days ago.
Huh?
I just rewatched that fight again a couple days ago.
So you thought he hit him flush? Because I was at the fight.
I didn't say he hit him flush. I'm just talking about when he dropped him though, because I was just. So when the reason I went back and watched that fight because I was looking at, I was trying to compare Brian Castano versus Lara and a couple of his fights, and I went to look at Jamel hardest fight, who gave him the most problem. And me personally, I think Austin Trout was Jamel's hardest fight up to date. Even against the Tony Harrison loss, I still think Austin Trout gave Jamel the most problem because Austin Trout is just that type of fighter. Right. So I wanted to go back to that fight and see how he looked in that fight and comparing it to what he got coming up with Brian Castano. And I think Mel going. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't think Brian Castano has a chance in this fight.
Right. Well,
and even though Brian Castano did his thing against Lara, I just don't think he has a chance in this fight coming up. Stylistically, I think it's a bad matchup.
I don't think anyone in the division at 154 pounder has a chance with Charlo other than Jared Hurd and Canelo Alvarez. There's no one else in the division that has an opportunity to dethrone the champ because he's a champ, right? He's the champ. We got to bow down and say he's the champ. I ain't too proud to say he's the champion. And Hurd had what he has. So every time a Charlo name is mentioned, I get a whole new level of energy from Jared Hurd. I get a whole new level. I promise you, I've seen it a million times. I say, well, I wonder what Charlo's doing. Boom! That motherfucker wake up. It's a whole different ball game. And I know Charlo work hard. I know they good fighters, man, but that time is coming. And the only one that could test him at Charlo 54 is Jared Hurd. And Big Charlo doing his thing too, but that's the only test he's gonna have. And when you talk about Austin Trout, you saw the Austin Trout fight with Jared Hurd. You saw the fight with Tony Harrison, Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd knocked Harrison out with that right hand. and he wasn't hitting Hurt as flush as he was hitting Charlo. He ate those punches. The first fight, Charlo beat him anyway. I ain't gonna take that from Stan. He beat Harris in the first fight. I don't know how he lost that fight, but
I agree.
He showed adversity. He came back and he beat him, knocked him out. So he a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I can't wait till they make that fight. But this fight for her this week, this Sunday, you know, once he take care of that business, who else is gonna fight?
I agree. Ain't nobody else left on the fight.
That's gonna be a hell of a camp. I got some new shit. I got some new shit that I'm working on just for that camp. Oh yeah.
503.
Well, you know, we Houston boys, man. So we gonna throw these Charlo questions up in there. And it's ironic that you is training Mr. Jared Hurd. But my biggest problem with Hurd right now is I think that he's having I wouldn't say an identity crisis, but I think he's more so trying to figure out his new style with his new coach, Coach K, and you know the coaching that you're doing on the strength and conditioning side. What would you like to see from Jared Hurd in this fight Sunday?
Pure domination, to let his hands go, and to be confident from the training that he's done as conditioning and with the new coaches, to just let it go and get this guy to the 4 or 5 rounds. We see that Jared Hurd. We see Jared Hurd let his hands go. We know Jared Hurd punches in spurts. My goal was to not have him confident enough to punch and punch and punch. And I think he'll do that on Sunday, and he'll take this guy out and leave a statement for the 154-pound class that he the man that's coming for the belts. I'm sure Charles will be watching the fight. He's going to see.
Yeah, one follow-up question now. In a recent interview, Hurd stated that he's not leaving 154 till he fight Charlo. And Charlo, he said, I can't remember verbatim, but he said that can you hear me?
I heard the one part you got static on last.
Yeah, you're kind of going in and out a little bit. It's a little
Okay.
crackling.
He said that you know Jared Hurd should be trying to be fighting. He should try to fight J-Rock first before you even think about fighting him. Do you think if Jared Hurd looks good Sunday, he possibly go to J-Rock or Lugo your way to fight Charlo?
I couldn't hear the question.
Go straight into the Charlo fight.
He said.
Say that again.
He said in a recent interview, you know, Maul is not. Hey, go out and come right back in, Coach. I think that's on your end.
Okay, let me get up.
All right. Yeah, we still rocking, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. They coming right back. Just for y'all that's just not tapping in, that's Coach Evin Sobel. He's Regis Prograis, Jared Hurd, Kenneth Sims Jr., Hannah Gabriel, the Rojas brothers. Hold on, here we go. The Rojas brothers. You know, he has a big team. Ray Allen. He has F.A. Tobler Pochi on the squad. You know, he's the strength and conditioning coach for all these guys. He has a very large squad. There you go. All right, we all in this thing. All right. Now, what was you saying, 503?
Okay. Yeah. Basically, I was saying, do you feel like if Jared Hurd look good on Sunday, should he go straight into the Charlo fight, or should he possibly fight the Hurd Rosario winner, or get a rematch with J-Rock?
I don't think that's not my decision. I don't think there's any reason to fight J-Rock anymore, because Charlo has the belts. Hurd's going to look good on Sunday, and there's no way he's going to go down. He's going to go up to the champion. And when he wins this fight on Sunday, I believe the champion should honor and fight the best in the division, which is Jerry Hurd and himself. So I know he's going to look good on Sunday, and there's nowhere else to go. Why would he go and fight J-Rock again? I wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be smart. I don't think anyone wants to see that fight.
I ain't gonna say it wouldn't be smart, but just coming from a fighter's mindset, when you want to avenge that loss, the person that took your oath.
I mean, I would, but that's not business wise. I mean, it don't make no sense. I mean, why would he go? J-Rock lost to Rosario, and then Rosario lost to Charlo. So now, when Hurd wins on Sunday, he's in position to get those belts. That's what I would do.
True, but that it's always like that. That cloud is just hovering above you. That person that took that oath, not avenging that loss. It's just a boxer, coming from you're right. The business of boxing say that, but when you coming from the boxing stand, boxing fans and things like that, they always listen. And shout out to General Spurls in that super chats. He said, "Stay ready, 503 line, Coach Tobler and my peopleization. Salute to you, family. Appreciate you coming through." But yeah, it's always gonna be right in the, you know what I'm saying, in the back of your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're professional enough to know that it is boxing. Anything can happen in the ring, and the athlete that understands that and able to move on to the next chapter in his life or her life are able to continue in the sport, because a loss is a loss. Do I want to revenge the loss? Yes, but as a professional and as an athlete, I don't want to go back if I can go forward. So it's more ego than anything else. And I think Jerry Hurd is in control of his ego. He's in control of his destination, where he wants to go. And I think he's looking upward to the championships, to getting those belts back. That's the goal.
Agreed. So what's next on the list for Coach Tobler?
Sunday, man. Sunday, Hurd win that fight. I have not. My guys have not. I will say but we have not lost. We have Regis early in the year with one of Mayweather's fighters talking all that bullshit about what he's gonna do, and got his ass knocked smooth out. Right? And then we come back. And take another fight. And we win that. Come on, man. This has been a hell of a year. Kenny Sims wasn't supposed to win the fight, to the critics said. And I said differently months ago. Kenny Sims walks the guy down, whips his behind. Hannah Gabriel comes out, wins the fight, wins another world title, 2 world titles. Jenny going to the Olympics, up to get a gold. Man, everything is upward. We got Q, who's undefeated. Chris Edwards, who's about to do the same thing Kenny Sims did. Chris is going to a fight as an underdog, and this guy's a prospect. We're gonna whip his behind too. On the 12th or the 13th. The 12th of no, I'm sorry, 13th or 14th in Vegas. It's another fight that we'll win. I'm predicting all these fights, and what's next to me, man, is just continue to grind with these athletes, continue to put myself out there as a passionate conditioning coach in the boxing game, and I'm welcoming all athletes that are willing to do the things that I'm asking them to do to become world champions. I'm constantly getting better as an athlete. Like I said before, we've added to the game. I've added a Olympic level swimmer to the game for athletes who can't swim. They can learn how to swim and then come do the work. We have a team, Coach K and Coach Smalls and all those guys that Coach Billy, who brought me in, and Doc and Flick, the whole crew from the DC area trusted me, man. They called me to work with her. I'm here. I'm blessed. I'm gonna continue to get God's blessing in this sport of boxing as long as I stay in my lane. And what's for me, I have no idea. I'm just gonna stay in my lane. And I believe when you're in your passion, God brings things to you. I don't have to say anything. The boxing speaks for itself. Everything on this side of the world is brilliant. It's working. So I'm just open, man. I'm open for whatever comes my way in the boxing game. Heavyweight. I would love to work with more heavyweights. Eric Molina is the only heavyweight I have right now. I love working heavyweights. Give me Deontay Wilder. But he
Call us. Yeah,
man,
make that call.
give
Make
me
that call.
but no, he's trained by a friend of mine who's also another track guy, Coach Joy. I don't know what's going on, Wilder, but I know I've seen him boxing. You know, he looks a little different. He's working with what's his homeboy name? He's working with another
Malik
guy.
Scott.
Malik Scott. He's working with Malik. You know, so we may see a different Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder got that killer. He's a killer, but you got to learn how to control that. You got to control that, harness that the right way. You know, all my young fighters, the Rojas brothers, they're looking to be world champions, up and coming world champions. We're working on them too. And then I can't forget my boy from 3MG Boxing. 3MG Boxing is rising to the top. You know, you got Marlon Johnson, who is going to be the next Al Heyman, if not better. There's so much to talk about. We need another show.
Oh, shit. You know, you're more than welcome to come on whenever, Coach.
Man, we need to get one. We need to get a show. We all get the whole team on it, man. You know, and plus all the Spanish fighters. You know, I speak the language too. We got the balance over here.
You know, one day when we are
we can get it done. Ain't no language barrier on this side. So,
one day when we at the track, I'm gonna just go live and we just all just sit there and chop it up.
Oh yeah. You know,
when you got the whole squad with you again. You know, matter of fact, you got you say you want another heavyweight. You got Big Baby over there, Jay Prince. Have you hollered at them?
Yeah, Big Baby work. He working with. I think he working with my man Jack. He working with Jack. So you know, I respect the game. Jack know his thing. Jack been in the game longer than me, man. It's a lot of conditioning coaches out here, but you know, only a few. I say that I could say they're down with the game. Everybody, I think a lot of these guys think they can do this. This ain't for everybody. Just because you run a couple of laps to make you conditioning coach. You know, it's a lot of stuff that goes along in this game, man. Them youngsters out there that's doing all kinds of crazy. There's a science to this. There's a method to all the mad stuff that I do. There's a method. There's an outcome, and the outcome you see. So, and I just want the best, man. I want the best in the sport of boxing. To consider Fitness by Tobler, Team Tobler, to get them ready for fights. Men and women, Spanish, Latino, American, whatever. And I guarantee they'll be ready. So bring them on.
Already 503. You got anything else?
I gotta ask you, man. Before we get up out of here, what do you think about these big fights coming up? Earl Spence versus Pacquiao, Wilder Fury trilogy, and Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios at 140.
Well, let's go with Wilder Fury. I love the Wilder Fury trilogy because what we're going to see is a Deontay Wilder. Let's be real about it. Deontay Wilder, who is recovered from all the warfare that he's gone through with Tyson Fury. There was a mental warfare that he did not win. There's a physical warfare that he did not win. We're going to see a different Deontay Wilder handle both of those, the physical and the mental. And then we're going to see a Tyson Fury try to handle the things that he threw back, that he's won with, to beat Deontay Wilder. And what I mean is, Tyson Fury won the fight at the table, at the face-off. Tyson Fury won the fight in the ring when he tried to box. Deontay Wilder has to come to this fight and whip Tyson Fury ass every single round. At the table, there's nothing to be said. There's nothing to be said. We know who the Bronx Bomber is. Nothing to be said. So, don't talk. Go in the ring. Beat Tyson Fury every single round. He has to do that to win the fight. We already know that Fury is a superior boxer. There's no way I would have Wilder boxing unless she's coming forward. You cannot get backed up. We're gonna see how they handle these both sides. Errol Spence and Pacquiao. We got a legend against a superstar in the 147. We can't count Pacquiao out. We know Pacquiao those punches from all angles. Now we want to see what Errol Spence has. I don't believe this is Pacquiao's best, but we can't say that because it's the same thing against Keith Thurman. That's a chess match. So, and then we got Tank. Tank picked the right fight, or he may have picked the wrong fight. Barrios a little bit taller, a lot taller. Tank a lot shorter. Can he punch? Yes, but can he stay away? Can Barrios keep Tank away from him? I believe if Tank get inside, he may win the fight. And we don't know if Barrios can take a punch. Tank can take a punch because he ain't really been hit either. So I'm not even going to pick a winner in neither one of those fights. I'm just going to enjoy it. But I'm going to say this to Tank Davis: stay your ass and keep Regis Prograis name out of your mouth because you don't want that smoke, son. That's all I'm going to say.
There you have it, folks.
That's a clip. That's a goddamn clip. But hey, matter of fact, speaking of Regis, you've had Raymundo Beltran. I'm
okay,
sorry.
your voice went out.
Okay, you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Say it again.
I said you got Raymundo Beltran and called out Regis. Hold on. Did I freeze up?
I can hear you, bro. I don't know if Coach can hear you.
Yeah, Coach, that's on your end. All right.
All right.
Yeah, Coach gonna go out again. Yeah, I'm taking that down as a clip. I'm taking that and bringing that back. I'm running it. He said, keep Regis' name out your mouth. Man, I appreciate everybody coming through. But we running close to the end though. But next week, like I said, we got Steven So-Called Nelson. He gonna be on, and I think that's gonna be a boss ass interview right there, man. Because not only y'all gonna get an interview with that one, y'all gonna get a little debate. I might have 503 have him moderate that. All right, Coach, can you hear me?
I hear you now, yeah.
All right. I was saying Raymundo Beltran called out Regis. Also, Sabril Matias called out Regis. What you think about those two?
Raymundo, who is that?
Ray Beltran, man.
Man, Beltran better go somewhere. He better sit his ass down somewhere.
I know he'll get knocked out, but he said he want that Regis smoke. I think he just want to pay that
smoke. He want to get a pay. Bro, that fight won't last 2 rounds. I bet you Beltran know he ain't right. We just bust that head wide open, man.
Oh, man, what? Sabril Matias. He just won this
Matias
past week.
Matias got knocked out by Tank.
No. Sabril Matias is the one that killed Dada Shell in the ring. He just won this past weekend.
Ain't no one. Hear me good. There is no one in the 140-pound class at this moment at the top that can do a Regis program. And hear me again. Kenny Sims is going to take over the 140-pound class. Regis is going to get them belts. Kenny Sims is going to take over that division. Don't forget.
Yeah, don't forget Darwin there too.
Whatever, man. Whatever they want to do, dog. Whatever. You already know how I feel.
I know it.
Can't nobody that kid hits like a fucking mule. And he's better. He's so much better than a year ago. It's amazing, man. I don't know. I can't tell you. Right, it's gonna be a problem. I couldn't remember who he knocked out last. He just had a knockout. God dog it.
Who?
Reason just knocked this kid out with him.
Regis?
He just had a knockout. I can't think of the damn kid's name.
Ivan Baranchet?
No, Red Cat, bro.
Oh, Red Cat. Red Cat. Ivan Red Cat.
Yeah.
Shit out of Ivan. That was, man. I ain't gonna.
See, I was one of those dudes that came to training camp with this one time and thought he could beat Regis. Ain't nobody showing you everything we got in training camp. No. So yeah, man, those 3 fights coming up are going to be good fights. But I like the Fury and Wilder fight. And everybody want to fight Pacquiao, but everybody fight Pacquiao at the end of his fucking career. So guess what? On the real, come on, man. You ain't getting the Pacquiao that fought Floyd Mayweather. You're not getting that Pacquiao. That Pacquiao will beat Earl Spence. So there you go. That's how I thought about it. I thought about they get Pacquiao, they get the fat payday. Then I get Pacquiao 100% Pacquiao. Pacquiao 40-something years old, man. Come on, dude. You're not even getting the one he fought for Mayweather. You might not get the one. If you get the one he fought Thurman, it's gonna be a problem.
He's still a champion. He still got he still got a belt.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem for Spence. Come on, Spence is talking about how Mike. Let's go to the Mikey Garcia fight. He did not Mikey Garcia. He should have beat that Mikey Garcia.
He did for 12 rounds. Mikey didn't win 1 round. They should have threw the towel in on that fight.
He didn't beat him that bad.
What? Coach, go back and watch that fight. That's your homework. That's your homework for your.
Because I was trying to figure out why Earl Spence couldn't knock him out.
Because it didn't look like he was trying. It just looked like he was just beating the brakes off of him. Because that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. He beat that boy from pillar to post. He had Mikey scared to let his hands go.
He was watching.
I'm telling you what I was watching. I was at the fight. Me and 503 ringside.
So you think he wasn't trying to knock him out?
Bro, no, he was beating the brakes.
Nah, man, he got that boy boxing lesson. Coach, remember they said he couldn't box.
Coach, they said he couldn't box, and he went in there and boxed.
What was he boxing like Mikey Garcia when you supposed to knock him out?
Shit, he just wanted to
boxing Mikey Garcia.
Man, I done seen so many fighters do the same thing, go in there and just to get some rounds in and box somebody.
Come on, man. You can't get no rounds in Mikey Garcia. You give Spence too much credit.
Why not? It ain't that I'm giving Spence credit. Y'all giving Mikey credit.
Why would you take that chance? Mikey Garcia won that fight on GP because he lasted. He should have lasted 6 rounds of Earl Spence.
Here you go, coach.
He should have lasted 6 rounds of Earl Spence. Everybody want to get Earl Spence. Oh, I want to go in the box. I'm not boxing Mikey Garcia. If I'm 2 weight classes heavy, I'm knocking his ass out. Just like if Tank come up to 140, Reed's going to knock his ass out. It ain't going to be no boxing lesson. It's going to be a massacre. And there should have been a massacre with him and Mikey Garcia, but it wasn't. Mikey Garcia went 12 rounds with Earl Spence.
It looked like a massacre to me. But you know, hey, I don't always look for the knockout. I don't always look for the knockout. I look for them to go in there and do what they supposed to do and beat the brakes off the kid. Just because you don't knock him out, don't make it the best. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
you ain't gonna knock everybody out.
I hear what you're saying, but we're talking about 2 weight classes. That's an insult.
You're right.
That's an insult to a fighter. It's like Santa
Hold on.
coming up
But wait, coach. You're right. It's an insult, but we talking about a 5-division champion, and Mikey did have a belt at 140.
It's an insult.
And then you got somebody like Pacquiao who did the same thing. Pacquiao came down from Bantam weight.
We can't pick Pacquiao a different beast. He's a different beast than Mikey Garcia.
Pacquiao done been knocked out before too. Mikey ain't. Mikey ain't hit the canvas.
Because Earl couldn't put him on the canvas.
Earl ain't the only one he done fought.
Huh?
Earl ain't the only welterweight he done fought. And Mikey is a 5-division champion and ain't hit the canvas. I'm just telling you, you ain't gonna knock everybody out.
No, he didn't hit the canvas. He didn't hit the canvas.
I'm talking about against nobody.
He should have 2 weight classes up. All I'm saying.
I'm just saying,
Ain't
coach.
no way come up 2 weight classes and last with a puncher like Earl Spence. No way.
I'm just saying,
no way
coach.
you do that. I'm not giving him no credit for that fight. No. He should have knocked Garcia out. I don't care how good Garcia was. He should have knocked Garcia out. But, you know, y'all Earl Spence fans. That's all. I like Spence too.
But you know,
he should have knocked Garcia out. That's what I said.
I'm an Earl fan. I'm a Texas fan too. Everything coming out of this state, I'm rocking with. You know,
I'm with you. I'm with you, God. I'm with you. But real is real.
Yeah.
Real is real. He should have knocked Garcia.
I'm telling you, Earl gonna beat Pacquiao. I got money on that one.
It's not gonna be easy.
Oh no, I ain't say it was gonna be easy, but I think he's gonna beat him.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't even call that fight. We don't know what Manny's bringing to the table. We know he's relentless, and I'm gonna tell you right now. You tell me when Earl Spence had this kind of pressure in the fucking ring. I know when he had it against Sean Porter.
I was just gonna say Sean Porter.
If he hit the ground, he would have lost the fight. Say what you want.
Here you go.
Here
you go. Hey, that was a good fight. That's all I'm gonna say.
No.
That was a good fight.
Porter was in his ass all night, every round, and was hitting and was hurting. And Earl got that lucky punch and put him and caught him off balance.
That wasn't no lucky punch. That was right on the button.
The cards, man. He didn't want that fight.
That was a smooth ass right hook right on the button. That wasn't lucky. Wasn't nothing luck about that.
Earl did not
wasn't nothing luck. Hey, wasn't nothing luck about that good right hook right on the button. That's not luck. That's not luck. How can you call that luck? That was a perfect right hook.
Look, you take a guy like Sean Porter, right?
All right.
He is a workhorse.
Yeah.
He gonna outwork you. Pacquiao is gonna double that against Earl Spence. Porter, you know, his punches are set up. Pacquiao throwing punches from all kinds of angles. Relentless. All night.
Not all night for the first
Okay.
6 rounds.
What? Hold on, Stay Ready. I just want to throw this in. Since we do have a strength and conditioning coach on here on the show, and he put a big emphasis on strength and conditioning. My man's Earl Spence didn't have Blu-ray in his corner, man. He didn't have no strength and conditioning for Sean Porter or Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Can you
Okay.
ease up off of
Okay.
him a little
Okay.
bit?
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I get you.
But he
So
okay
I'm
okay. Go ahead.
I'm a back off. You know what? Okay, he didn't have no conditioning. So we may see a different Spence, because this kid Blu-ray, I hear he's doing some good things. Shout out to the young lion. But I'm Mufasa. You know who Mufasa is, right? He the king. but yeah, let's see, man. I'm gonna see, because those fights that I mentioned, I thought Earl should have beat the mess out of Mikey Garcia, and I thought he should have dominated Sean Porter. But also, Sean Porter got a great conditioning coach too, another track and field guy.
Yes, sir. Coach Wade is a beast.
Like Ray ran 13-2 on the hurdles. I know who he is. He ran against my college roommate. Like Wade, another track guy. So I'm telling you right now, I know Porter gonna always be in shape. And if you don't outwork Porter, he gonna maul your ass all night. That's the kind of conditioning you gotta have to be a guy like Pacquiao. So we're gonna see. I'm not even gonna bet the fight. I'm gonna see.
And coach, he beat all that with no strength and conditioning, and Sean Porter had one of the best guys in the game. Come on, man. Come on, coach. Don't do us like that, man.
Well, we're gonna see. You heard me. Now. I ain't too proud to say, you know what? Let's see what happens. I believe in the conditioning of an athlete. Conditioning. These fighters better understand that you need more than running 20 miles a day, because 20 miles a day is not the fight. The fight is intensified, it's fast, it's explosive, there's endurance, there's all kinds of shit. So if you're not training like that, you're gonna have a problem with a guy training with me and those other guys. It's gonna be a problem. So let's see what Earl Spence.
What you tell that youngster out there? He said, "What you saving? We ain't saving nothing out here."
Yeah?
What you tell that kid? What you out here saving? We ain't saving nothing out here.
No, we're not saving nothing, man. For what? When we leave for training facility, that workout is over. It's done. We can't get that back. Because half the shit I do, I don't even remember it the next day. It's athlete per workout. Whatever's going on that day, however the athlete is feeling, I gotta adjust to that move. I don't know what they're feeling like, I don't know what they ate, So I'm asking questions of what's going on, what happened the other day. That's how I gauge my workout. So those workouts, I want everything you got every time you step out here, unless I give you a percentage. It's okay. Well, today we're gonna go 60%. And when we go 60%, you've been out there, boss. You've been out there. When people learn how to do percentages, then you know how to push them. So yeah, I'm gonna give Earl some props because of the youngster Blu-ray. Let's see what he got, because Pacquiao coming for 30 minutes, for 40 minutes. He's coming every round. He ain't gonna take off. So where that fight gonna be, in Dallas?
In Las Vegas.
What date is that?
August 24th. I mean August 21st. August 21st.
I might be at that fight. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Man, I'm excited about everything in boxing right now. So not just my guys, but the whole boxing community. The fans are coming back to the sport. It's opening up. So we're about to get back to normal in this boxing game, and it's gonna make the sport what it is. It's exciting. Everything you can think of, two people in the ring trying to take each other's head off. Combat is always brings people together from all walks of life. So I'm ready for boxing to just explode. should have been.
Already, Coach. Well, I got to ask you a question before we get up out of here. This is a question I ask any and everybody that come on and you're different. So I'm gonna say for any athlete, including boxing, specifically boxing too, but any athlete that's amateur or getting ready to go pro, and get ready to go on this journey into this sport. What is some good advice that you would give them to help push them along in their career?
To stay consistent, trust in your team, and don't take any of the sports for granted. That's what I would say. Because if you take it for granted, that means you're not going to eat right, you're going to be drinking, you're going to be partying. You can't take this sport lightly. Boxing is not something you can play. Don't play this game because you can lose your life. So stay consistent, trust your team, and be relentless. That's my take.
Right on, Coach. Well, go ahead and give them your social media handle so they can go follow you.
You can follow me at Fitness by Tobler. Where else? That's it. Instagram, Facebook. Hit me up if you want to train. You got the mindset, you got the heart, you're a consistent athlete. You have a passion for what the sport that you do, which is the sport that I love, which is boxing. Come this way. All you need is a little bit of talent and a whole lot of want. And I promise you we'll win championships. Man, I appreciate you guys having me on the show, man. We got to get back and get my team on here.
Always, Coach. I will.
Good deal.
Already. 503 close us out.
Yes, sir, man. This has been another Ringside Views, man, with the Houston Hard Hitters and Coach Evans, Fitness by Tobler, man. Y'all be sure to follow my man on social media if you're looking to get right. If you're in Houston, you know what I'm saying? My boy will definitely get you where you need to be, man. And I like Coach Evans, man. I love his passion, his intensity. He go hard for his athletes, man, and that's what we need. Young athletes, man. You need to get with guys like Coach. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to go to the top, the work ethic speaks for itself, man. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be back for another one, man. I appreciate Coach for coming through, giving us all these good clips, man. And you already know what it is, man. Houston Hard Hitters, man, and it's just like that, man. H-Time for real. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, and leave a comment down below. And share this video on all your social media platforms.
Man, much love, and I appreciate everybody that came through and everybody that came and continues to support. Appreciate everybody in the chat and the super chat. And it's your boy Mac. It's StayReadyBoxingTV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, man.
And follow my boy Stay Ready Boxing. He's the best. Let's go, champ.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
You ain't gotta get ready to stay ready.
Hey, you ain't gotta get ready to stay ready. I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? And that was powerful. Like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?